Good evening, listeners, and we are back and live on your Wednesday habit. This is
Torch Unplugged.
Good evening, call center aspirants. New week, new month, and new podcast segment. So thank you once again for tuning in with us. This is once again Shai, and we're very lucky to be graced with the presence of two of our talent acquisition specialists. So help me welcome Mr. John Miguel Asoy and Miss Geraldine Berte. Guys, the floor is yours. So what if we'll have a short introduction? Go ahead.
Alright, thank you so much for that one, Shai. So good evening, Shai, and good evening, aspirants. Thank you for having me tonight. A quick shout out to my family there. Hi!
Yes, and hi everyone. A lovely Wednesday evening, Kat. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I would also like to say hi to my family and friends, especially for my fur baby. Hi, Baba!
Hi, Baba! Hi, John, Migs family out there. If you're listening, good evening. So, ayan, thank you so much, guys, for gracing us with your presence. Thank you for responding to our invitation and for joining us for tonight's episode.
It's my pleasure, Shai. Anything for our aspirants.
Yes, same here. Same sentiments here, Shai and Mix. And I am also excited for tonight's episode. For sure, our listeners would learn a lot.
Right, Miss Dean. For tonight's episode, we will be giving you free tips again. But this time, it will be on how to pass an over-the-phone interview because with the current trend, especially that we're still in the midst of the pandemic, most of the recruitment process will really be conducted over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, let us know first what is the purpose of a phone interview.
That is indeed the best way to start this podcast, Shai and Dean. Let me do the honors then. Over-the-phone interviews are usually done by different companies to have a faster recruitment process, and most of the time it is the most feasible and practical way to do interviews to reach applicants who are far from the site. In doing a phone interview, interviews can have a wider reach, but we can't assume that phone interviews is consistently done for one specific process. It depends on the discretions of the companies.
Yes, exactly, Mix. And also to add, phone interviews are also a vital process in every recruitment process. So, it is most convenient yet the most complex and the vital too.
Mm-hmm. Great points, Mix and Dean. But just to verify, Miss Dean, how do you see it's vital?
Yes, great question, Shai. Thank you so much. Yes, it is vital because it is part of the recruitment process and it is more crucial that the face-to-face interviews because there are a lot of factors that can hamper the result of your phone interview. So, for example, phone signal. And two is your availability to answer a phone interview and a lot of uncontrollable factors that too many to enumerate.
Phone signal. Phone signal is the one of the common factors that can affect the quality of the phone interview big time. For example, if the reception is not that good, it greatly affects the communication flow of the interview and the applicant. And may not hear the questions clearly and may deliver a different answer and vice versa. And as well, we know comprehension is one of the major factors being assessed during the interviews.
Right. Thank you so much for pointing that one out, Migs, which I believe brings us to the first item in the list. So, to ensure a great result of the phone interview, first is we need to secure a conducive place for the interview. What are the considerations for this one? First is your environment should be away or should have minimal to no background noises. And then the second one, it should have a better mobile reception as well. So, let's first expound on number one. Why is it important to secure a conducive room for interview? This is because too much external noises can distract both the interviewer and the applicant and can result to miscommunication, and worst is a failing score in the interview, and same goes with a better mobile reception. Also, we couldn't rule that calls could not go through if the place where we are staying does not have a good signal reception.
Alright, I would agree on that, Shai. And based on my experience as an interviewer myself, it is really difficult to conduct an interview if the applicant's background is too noisy or the reception is really bad. And to add, before confirming to the scheduled phone interview, Make sure to really make time for the interview for the whole afternoon and if possible the whole day because the time for the interview is variable. Hindi natin talaga maiiwasan na madalas ang isang applicant. Interview schedule is intended to ensure a better assessment and assistance to every applicant. And if you have already submitted your application online, already anticipate that you will be called days after submitting your resume or responding to the job post.
Yes, Dean, exactly. It's always better to build a good first expression. So if nakapag-submit ka na nga ng application, treat every unknown number as a potential call from your interview. So if you would pick up the phone, answer it respectfully and politely. Because there are instances that applicants tend to be rude at first when the purpose of the call is already stated. That's the time that they shift to a more respectful manner, which I found out okay, but it would still be best to answer every call with respect.
Agree, Migs. And aside from that, you should treat every phone interview just like any face-to-face interview. Just how you prepare for your face-to-face interviews, it is also how you should prepare for your phone interviews. You still have to give it your best shot because, as mentioned earlier in the podcast, different phone interviews is conducted in line with different recruitment process. A phone interview can be the final interview already or a validation interview, so it really varies from companies as well.
Let me reiterate that one, Shai. Regardless of the nature of the phone interview, on-site or off-site, video call or regular calls, you still need to give your best foot forward.
Thank you, Migs. I guess that's it for tonight. So, what a productive Wednesday evening once again, guys, no?
Alright, thank you once again, Shai, for having us here. And of course, thank you for tuning in and staying with us till the end of our podcast, our dear aspirants.
Thank you, Miss Dean, and thank you, Migs. Once again, this is Shai.
Migs?
And this is Dean.
Now signing off.
See you on the next one. Bye!
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye
you so
po.
much.
Thank you.